Hi guys, welcome back. And today I'm talking about Otis. So this company is an elevator company. It's a bit different than my usual companies. The companies I pick is like software. But if we go on to their website, we could read, we move 2 billion people a day and maintain more than 2 billion customers units worldwide. The world's largest portfolio, we can be found in many of the world's most recognizable buildings, as well as the busiest transport hubs and retail centers. So this company Otis, right, is one of the lead performers in elevator companies in the world, which is crazy. So they have $13 billion in net sales, $1.9 billion in operating profit, and around 2 million units serviced. So if we look at their products right here, they focus on low-rise elevators, mid-rise elevators, high-rise elevators, and escalators, and moving walking escalators, same things. So this is a huge industry they could grow in, and they could potentially take over since construction is rising. So we could look at their specific products they're servicing: Hydro XL, Gen 2 mod, and Elevonic R. So they do not only elevator installs, but they do elevator updates. So if you have a old building and you want to update your elevator for the old building, they'll come in there and update it with new elevators and stuff. So if we go over here, we could see their improvement in their elevator technology and elevators over the years, and they've been around since 1853, which is a pretty long time, and they just kept on innovating and kept on building and growing their company, which I think is a good indicator that they're going to be very successful in the near future and in the next 10, 20, 30 years if they keep going. And even if elevators change, I think they'll change with the times. Like, since they just didn't stick with elevators, they made escalators once escalators started coming in. And if we go on, you know how this whole situation is happening? They also built a elevator and solution for the situation, which is crazy. They said clear the air, and they created an elevator that reduced bacteria in shared spaces and make it more safe for passengers in their rides. So if we go here and look at their income statement, they made $12 billion 2017, $12.9 billion 2018, $13.1 billion 2019, and they just keep growing and growing their revenues each and every year. And their gross profits 2017 was 3.7 billion, 2018 $3.726 billion dollars, and 2019 $3.826 billion dollars, which is good. They keep increasing their profits and they're increasing their revenues each and every year. And I like to look for companies that keep growing each and every year. This one's probably not going to be a very high growth company, but it's going to be a stable company that I think could grow 1 to 2 times its value over the next 10, 20 years. If they keep innovating and are the number one player in the elevators section, since the elevator section is growing rapidly with construction. Total assets was $9.1 billion 2018, $9.6 billion 2019. Liabilities $7 billion 2018, and $7.4 billion. So they are increasing their debt a bit, but you kind of expect that when you have a company that's going to grow over the long term. So they might have some debt right now, but they expect to make that money back in the future years. If we look at their cash flow, operating cash flow, 1.4 billion, and for 2019, 1.5 billion for 2018. And their free cash flow was 1.3 billion 2018 and 1.324 billion 2019. So they might have had a slight decline of cash flow. And if we look at the top elevator companies, they are in the top elevator companies, so they do have some competition. They have Cylinder Group, Krone, Mitsubishi Electric, and that one, I'm not going to say that one. But they have some competition, but they are one of the top companies for elevator installs and elevator upgrades. So they could take a huge percentage of the market over the next years. So the elevator market size was valued around $90 billion in 2018, and it's expected to grow 4% from 2019 to 2026. So if you come here, it was around 93.8 billion 2018, but it's forecast to be 135.5 billion 2026. So they have a huge room to grow with the elevator market, and they could become a number one player in the elevator market and increase their market share in that whole sector. And since construction is growing rapidly in Asia and constructions are growing rapidly around the world, to be honest, they have a large market that they could grow with, and especially if they're the number one player already, which is why I'm thinking of investing in this company as a safe, secure company that I think could grow over the next 10-20 years. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Tell me if you guys are going to buy this stock, if you guys liked it, if you want to see more like this stock, if you want to see more different stocks like software stocks and other stocks. Just tell me what kind of stocks you guys want to see, and I'll do a full review. I'll go over what the stock is and how it makes money, how it's doing well, if it's doing bad, if it's doing good, if I could see it growing over the next 10-20 years, or it's going to just fail. To be honest, that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, comment, and yeah.